And we're back. Okay, so this is, I suppose, episode 6, or video 6, stream 6, chapter 6. And I remember only just yesterday, I will admit I was relatively frustrated with some of the gameplay that I was doing yesterday. I feel like I spent 4 hours only maybe discovering one thing, and that's on me for that, because I know I get impatient with myself. I have high expectations when it comes to playing games, being able to come to some conclusions or be able to solve some puzzles that other people are able to solve, and then my downfall is when I try to compare myself with other people, and I tend to do that a lot. But I really appreciate that I've been able to stream with all y'all fun people and all this people inside of the Outer Wilds community who've been just so kind and patient with me through all of this. So I ended yesterday a little bit frustrated, admitting that again, but then I kind of had that time to think a little bit more. So I came to a few revelations, and I also took the opportunity to finally download the game on my Steam Deck, because Magnus had originally said that the game is pretty good on the Steam Deck. In fact, it seems like the game was meant for the Steam Deck, despite the Steam Deck not being in existence before the game had even come out. And he was right. I played on the Steam Deck, and I promise you I didn't actually do that much, but something that I really wanted to do was go back into the high energy lab, because I know I breezed through some of those dialogue choices or some of the scrolls that were on the wall, so I want to give those a little bit of a read, as well as just see if there was something else that I missed there. So when I ended up playing around on my Steam Deck, I did come to a realization that while I was waiting for the sand to fill up in the little tunnel on the way to the high energy lab, it dawned on me. I could just wait for that sand to drain on the Ash Twin, because instead of waiting for it to fill up on the Ember Twin, I could wait for it to drain on the Ash Twin, and that's how I could end up getting through the sun tower warp point, instead of me trying to bounce around there and then piercing my suit and then just suffocating myself to death in a very gruesome manner. I could wait for the sand to go down a little bit so that I clear my head, and then I could end up trying to scooch in there and then walk through that path without stepping on the cacti. I mean, granted, I would still have to be coordinated enough to not bump my shoulders or bump my head against something, because I'm even wondering if it would be worth trying to crouch while I am also walking, because that would help decrease my height. But at the same time, if I accidentally let go, which me being Kaz, I might accidentally let go, I would just jump straight up into the top, and then I'm predicting this now, once and if I do that, I will panic and I will start ping-pong balling all around the corridor, and then just, I will die. I probably will. So that's one thing I came into a revelation of last night. And so, when I also went back to the high energy lab, I realized that, okay, I had originally shot my scout into the white hole, but it seemed to be repelled by the white hole, and that's why originally I didn't think that there was much else to it. And then I did shoot my scout originally into the black hole and realized that, okay, well, the black hole does what it's supposed to do. It sucks up your scout or whatever object that's going towards it and shoots it out on the white hole side. But then after I went to the high energy lab, I read the text, and I realized that, oh, well, I guess there's supposed to be a delay, apparently, so that there's supposed to be a delay, or there should be two versions of whatever object is going between the white hole and the black hole, in the sense that when you shoot an object at the white hole, you should see it coming into the black hole very briefly before coming back out of the white hole. And that was one of the, quote, the singular hypothesis of that experiment that was written on the wall. I think it was the first scroll that was written and also attached to the wall, which is funny because that's the first one that I missed. And so I was like, okay, well, that's interesting. I guess I could try this. And it's weird and hard for me because it's like, I thought I had tried that. I thought I had tried shooting my scout at the white hole as well as the black hole, and gotten expected results, but I wasn't quite sure what they had meant by shooting it, and then there was some sort of delay. And so when I kind of adjusted my character a little bit more so that I was in between the black hole and the white hole, I realized, oh hey, it really is kind of showing two scouts at the same time. And it was like, no way, I missed this? What? Excuse me? And then I had to do that a few times, and I started shifting around. And it's like, okay, yeah, it sounds and it seems like I have to stand kind of in between and aim between the white hole and the black hole for it to kind of activate, because if I end up being more on the opposite side of the white hole than where the black hole is, it just seems like the scout doesn't do anything. It doesn't go inside of the white hole. And then if I end up getting too close to the black hole, well, then it just does what black hole does, sucks it up and then shoots it out on the white hole side without that delay, or without seeing it entering through the black hole. And so then I was like, well, that's cool and all, but then what does that have to do with what I'm doing myself, and how does that apply to how I might be able to bring this into the next gameplay or the next time that I play this game? And that made me kind of, I had to think on that just a little bit. But then also while I was reading through some of the other scrolls that were in the high energy lab, it dawned on me that yes, I had realized that some of the designs of the towers were supposed to be based off of some of the different planets, but I feel like I kind of brushed that aside, because I kind of, like, I had understood that the tower with the spiral staircase was actually for Giant's Deep, but I hadn't actually realized why. And then I read through the notes again, and then it was saying that, okay, well, it's a spiral because of all of the geysers and not geysers, but all the cyclones that are on Giant's Deep. And then they had explained as well in this scroll that the geysers for Timber Earth is why that tower is shaped like that. And it made so much more sense. Because it's like, oh, okay, I don't have to just memorize it. It does actually kind of look like some of the towers. And I think the one for the sun made a lot more sense, because it just had a bunch of little rays and pokes to it compared to the other planets. And then that had me thinking that, does the dark... Oh, there I go, saying the dark bramble. Does the... Well, I don't know how to say it without saying the. Does dark bramble have a warp point on it? I can't remember. I didn't explore that enough on my Steam Deck because I didn't want to spoil too much for the sake of providing some more dialogue and thought processes for Magnus. And so then I came to those different realizations, and then another thing that I kind of realized too is that I'd probably end up confirming this inside of the logs, but I think I misinterpreted and misread some of the information from the quantum moon, because for whatever reason, I was so very stuck on the fact, or the idea, that the quantum moon had to be entered from the South Pole. But then kind of thinking it over and digesting it a little bit more, I believe that the logs were more suggesting that you just land, or you enter, or you arrive on the southern side. It doesn't matter where you enter or where you from the outside. It doesn't matter how you get in, but when you're in, you're always on the same side. So then that made me kind of think, okay, there was a log that was suggesting something about going to the North Pole of the quantum moon, and so I could try going to the North Pole. I believe I did try to explore some of the other quantum moons and where they were on this, or when they were based on different planets and stuff, because I did notice that the quantum moon does change its features depending on what planet it's around. And so I could try to find the North Pole, but I know that some of the planets don't even have full range capabilities of going towards or going across the whole entire surface. So that is one concern of mine. And as well as, I don't know if that log piece or that little hint about going to the North Pole would be super helpful. I think maybe the idea of someone saying that they're planning on going to the North Pole could have been just a story thing, and then that gives the character or the player or me perspective of who that person who had died on the quantum moon actually is. Because I don't know if there are any other Nomai who had explained or suggested that they would be going to the quantum moon, except for that one person who said that they would be going towards the north. And if that is the case too, then perhaps when I can find this person's body, I could look towards where they're facing, if it's super important, and then try heading in the way that they were facing before they had died. And so that is my current thought. Apologies for the very, very long rant for this introduction. I did a lot of thinking, and I came to a lot of realizations, so I'm pretty excited to see what I can end up doing. Oh, actually, and the most important idea, other than you waiting for the sand to drain, is that I realized that the 22-minute negative time interval thing, it is something that is meant to take me back into time, but I realized how to actually get it to work now. Because I realized that in the notes, they were suggesting that, man, they had to route all of the power from the Sunless City just to get this small time interval of like less than a second in that little test chamber. So they needed a lot more power in order to get a negative 22-minute time interval. So where could that happen? When I was racking my brain, I was thinking, okay, well, Brittle Hollow has a really, really big city. It's got multiple cities under there, I think. I think that could be a place that would house the core. And then again, inside of the logs, they were suggesting that there is something on the Ash Twin for an advanced core. So I was like, okay, it could be the Ash Twin. But then I realized, what about the sun? That sun seems pretty large, and if solar power is any indication, solar flares or just the proximity of being so close to literally something that's constantly exploding, that would provide plenty of energy for something like a 22-minute negative time interval. And so that's what I'm going to be doing for this stream. Long story short, apologies for the huge introduction again, but that's where I'm at. I'm super excited because now I've got some direction to go, and I also figured out how to get there, I think. I still have to test this, and like any good scientist, I have hypotheses and other theories that I would love to try, but I just have to go and try them. So, yeah. Alright, now that that introduction is over, Magnus, I apologize that you're missing out on all of this information, but I'm sure you'll watch this video and you'll be like, good job, Kaz. Okay, so let's start. Oh, Kershmash, hello! Why would Yoda be disappointed in me? And also, I got really fast at going into the high energy lab. It's not much of a scare for me anymore. What is that falling thing? Or is that supposed to be the little probe? Okay, let's put this on. Okay, I'll go towards... I'm going to go towards the Ash Twin, and then park myself at the smaller, or the sandy boy, because I'll wait there, but I'll also try to read my logs and see if I can find out any information about the northern pole, just to confirm or deny whether or not I actually need to be there. And while I was also definitely not at work looking at my phone and looking at Steam games and achievements and whatnot, I looked at some of the achievements and for this game, and then kind of saw some that were kind of interesting. But don't worry, I didn't look at any of the achievements that could end up ruining any of the spoilers or any of the gameplay. So I just thought it would be funny if I ended up spending maybe just one session going through some of them once I eventually finish the game. But that's definitely supposed to be after I finish the DLC as well, because that is more important. Alright, so because I don't know which side the Hourglass Twin is on right now for the Sun Station, I'm just going to park myself here. I said park, not crash, but I didn't take any damage, so I will count that as parking. I will take a look at my logs, because I did not end up getting this. Oh, Quantum Trials, Quantum Moon, and Quantum Shrine. Okay. That's a lot of information just right there. Everything is, like, slowly unlocking. The only other thing I have left are, like, 3 question marks? 4. I can count. I'm also just not blind. Partially, maybe. Okay, so the Quantum Shard suggested a strange rock that appeared to wander when no one was watching. Okay. Interesting that this is still question marked. The Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Interesting. I wonder if that has something to do... I really think that in one of these quantum shards and quantum things, I'm just supposed to stand on them. And then somehow it's supposed to take me somewhere. And the Tower of Quantum Trials. The other thing I remember too is that I haven't gotten the 6th knowledge that was referenced inside of the Quantum Tower. So I don't know if I'm missing a piece of information here, but I know, again, this game already provides everything I need. I just need to figure out what it is without the hint. Or at least without the blatant hint. And I also need to take my time going through these. So. And, also, just as a heads up, everyone, this may be a bit of a shorter stream just because I started late. I will still have to leave around the same time because I need my beauty sleep. So this Tower of Quantum Trials, I did finish this. Woohoo. I'm still not quite sure how I passed one of them in terms of how there was the gravity crystal and then there was the arch. That they aren't supposed to be on the same one together, but I was able to lock one of them in, and then the other one was still able to go there, even though the scout had a view of it. ... I'll have to probably think about that later, not for now. But, sorry, reading this, or finally reading this, it says, the tower held knowledge a Nomai needed to make his or her first quantum journey. Observing a quantum object, observing an image of a quantum object, these are the same. And y'all are nerds for just repeating this over and over to me. It really helped, though. Thank you. Nomai called this the rule of quantum imaging. Remember, the other quantum shards have other lessons to teach. And it's interesting that it's saying that the other quantum shards have other lessons to teach when this itself isn't linked to anything else. Because the quantum shard is literally right here. But it's not being pointed at or being pointed from the quantum shard. So maybe there's something in the Tower Quantum of Knowledge that I need to do to unlock this quantum shard to reference this tower, or I don't know. And so this, again, the 6th location. It says, the Nomai went on a pilgrimage during which the quantum moon carried them to its 6th location, the 6th and most secret location. To explore the 6th location, oh, the shrine on the quantum moon must be on the moon's north pole. Okay, no, now that makes sense. This means that when I am on the quantum moon, I do have to find a planet that has a boundless area, and then once that happens, I just have to go to the north pole, or a north pole of the quantum moon, look away, look back, look away, look back, and then try to see if I can get the quantum shrine to spawn on the North Pole. The issue with this that I find, or I'm thinking of, is that I won't know what the North Pole is on the quantum moon. I can't remember if my little suit had any indication as to whether or not the quantum moon had like a North Pole or a South Pole, because I feel like I really didn't have a lot of information from the quantum moon when I was on it. For example, I couldn't even use my scanner. I couldn't really find anyone's signals, even if they were super, super distant away, and I don't know if I would be able to find the North Pole without luck. And then, that brings me back to my idea from earlier, from the introduction, in the sense that maybe I could just look at where one of the bodies is pointed, and then head in that direction. I know it's very gruesome, but I think that is a relatively decent lead. So, for this quantum shrine, it says, Nomai shrine that wanders around the quantum moon. You have recalled the rule of quantum imaging, and then it says that is inscribed, and then it also says, recall the rule of quantum entanglement, recall the rule of 6th location. So, still, I find the wording very strange, because it seems like it knows that I went to the quantum imaging, or, not imaging, but, I went to the mural, I guess. Did I? Yeah. On the island, yes. On Giant Steve. And then I did I recall the rule of quantum entanglement? Mural of the... It was a lot more apparent when I was staring at this inside that I had been to 2 of them, but not so much the 6th location, and maybe not so much the other. Okay, and then this says, I was unable to land on the surface of the quantum moon, or I was able to land on the surface of the quantum moon. Found a dead Nomai in a spacesuit near the South Pole. Yes, I did. Okay. So those are all the hints that I had not looked at since yesterday. And I think that that is a good... That's a good place to go. Or some good hints right there. Now I just need to find the quantum moon, maybe go to the North Pole. And then that would solve my issue with that one. But for now, while I'm here, I will try to find the sun. Or locate it on the sun. Because the other issue I still have with this planet is trying to figure out how to get to the inner core of this ash twin. Because I do know that the material for the core was made on Timber Hearth, but I don't know how that applies to being able to get into it or break it or get into the core. And then I know also that there is supposed to be a warp on the ash twin, but when I kept standing on it, it didn't seem to do anything. I don't know if it's because I was always too late for it, or because I was too much of a little scaredy cat and didn't want to get sucked up by the sand little waterfall. Because every single time, I feel like I had been on the planet, the ash twin long enough for the sand to have not been a factor and for the teleport to have worked, but it just wasn't doing it. Maybe because... Oh, go away. Maybe because I was just always too late. Okay, so I wish I could remember where this was supposed to be for the sun tower. Okay, I can see the little satellite things. Or not satellite, but the solar panels and whatnot. Oh, there's the sun. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. We're cooking! Whoopsies. If I can land on this. Okay, when I land on this side, I should be safe. Oh, hey, Magnus! I was just going over the details of the revelations that I had the previous night. And it took like 10 minutes just to get through that. And then I went through my logs, and then I discovered that the station, or the quantum station, has to be at the South Pole. Or, sorry, the North Pole. And I know... No, Kershmush, I have not. Not yet. Don't get my hopes up. Okay, so this is like this, and I need to go to the back of the sun station. Whoopsies. And I found that in order to get to the eye, I actually don't want to accidentally look at this and then freeze my game again. I'm kind of scared. But to get to the eye the eye symbol of the quantum station, I need to get the quantum station to be at the North Pole. So it's not me going to the North Pole, but the quantum station has to be there. So that's what I'll do after I end up getting through this portion. And yeah, so now let's see if I... Oopsies. Let me in. Ooh, okay, okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot! Oh, shoot! See, I'm already, I'm crouching right now because I'm trying to sneak in there, and then I predicted that I would accidentally jump and then impale myself. Oh, actually, I needed to jump. Oh, first try. Well, actually, technically second, but oh, hell yeah. Made it. All right, all right. All right, son, let's do this. I am ready. That was so much easier than, I don't know, trying to jetpack my way in, as well as I'd seen there is an achievement for being able to manually land on the sun station. So I'm sure that it's possible, and I'm sure that if I hadn't ended up discovering that I could do this by... Oop. Oh. 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 Sorry. Excited noises. So, yeah, but if I hadn't discovered I could do this, I probably would have ended up trying to do it by brute force and manually bash myself against the sun. Alright, so... Wow. 281,042 years ago, no user commands received for 10 minutes. All systems entering sleep? Interesting. 6 minutes and 38 seconds ago, increased solar activity detected. Sun station hull integrity approaching critical levels. Closing emergency doors. That's not a good sign. So this says, warning, opens emergency doors. Okay. I'm sure that would be scary if I could read. Oh man, that is kind of scary. Why is this music doing this? I don't need that. Okay, so this is scary. This is legitimately scary because I see this across, but we're going around the sun super fast. Oh! Okay, well, I guess I have to go for it. I'm just spinning out of control, no big deal. Oh, hell yeah! Oh. Okay, mission. Science compels us to explode. Huh? Did I miss something here? They're going to just explode the sun? Okay. Can't we change this? I don't enjoy working in view of such morbid mission. In view of a morbid mission statement. Okay. But it's accurate. Pi, is it though? I'm going to create a supernova for the purpose of scientific progress. That is our mission. That is such a nerd thing to say. Like, that is an elongated way of saying for science. Our mission is to decide if such an irresponsible feat is even possible. And they're saying, here's a better one. Mission, determine if it's possible to prompt the sun to explode. Well, yes it is, and I've been reliving that for like the past however number of Groundhog Days. And it says, at least I don't lack a sense of ethics. True. Science and ethics. Kindly refrain from going supernova on me before the sun does. Alright. Okay, so I feel like there should be another log thing here. Because look at all these bookshelves, or just scroll shelves. And I'm not going up there, that looks like a trap. But this also looks like glass, so I think I'd be protected in here, but I also don't think that... Okay, fine, for science. Remember what I said earlier? Like, you know, elongated Oh, okay. Oh. Very nice. I guess it was worth it just to say for science and then screw all sense of danger. But there doesn't seem to be anything up here, maybe? No scrolls. I'm vaguely disappointed. It is a nice view, though. Alright, so... Oh boy, I did not mean to do that. Alright, wow. So I'm looking at all these statues and their eyes are all closed. It's kind of eerie because it means that they never were able to activate for some of the Nomai. Oh, did they really have to hold this? I am so sorry. I'm just gonna thank you. Alright, what does this say? Now that we're on the sun, this says, what happened? Did the sun station not fire? It fired, Yarrow, but it failed. The sun barely responded. There were infinitesimally small surface level changes, but they were barely visible even to the third eye. But I've got 4 eyes, so maybe it would be detectable for me. And so then Pi says, sun station is useless. It will never and could never cause the sun to explode. I don't know if I like Pi anymore. Pi is just, you know, on the alignment chart, just kind of going like true evil, or not, maybe not. Unlawful? Neutral? Maybe? It says, I don't know what comes next, my friends. I suppose we must start over, but I'm unsure how to do that. Turn to Ash Twin first. Perhaps a change of task would help. This is also what I like to do. Sometimes I like to change up what I'm doing, to change my mind, clear whatever rabbit holes that I'm stuck down. Spire noticed a comet approaching this star system that we'd like to investigate. Okay. And that is probably the interloper, and which is why they ended up researching that versus the sun. Interesting. But it is interesting how they would think that a small asteroid would have more power than the sun. I mean, it could be more harvestable because of its smaller size, but still. You can't change size for, I don't know, quantity, qualities. Insert some sort of comparison there for quantity versus quality. Okay, and then Euro says, Pi, I hurt for you, my friend. We all know how hard you both worked. I can only offer my compassion. How are you? Oh. We're very well, or as well as can be expected given circumstances, though disappointed. I may have disagreed with exploding the sun, but I never wished the device would fail. Fair. I had hoped our terrible work was finished. Terrible work, huh? Alright, so then what is this production stone? Show me. This again? Oh, please! I would love to know what the hell this means. This is on the Ash Twin, though. So I just have to figure out where on the Ash Twin. Turn on the lights, make these masks stop staring at me and judging me so harshly. Boo. Oh, and then there's this thing. What does this say? Star has reached end of natural life cycle, now approaching red giant stage. Warning, evacuate sun station. Ah, fair. Approximate time until sun station is destroyed by expanding star. 1 minute. Approximate time until star's death. 13 minutes. Interesting. Sun station is destroyed in 2 minutes. Oh, okay, well, I should probably go then. Is there anything else here that I need? I don't want to be too rushed, but at the same time, I get the feeling I've seen everything that I could. There's the sun, and then there is the eye. Interesting. Whoopsies, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, if someone could, like, remind me how I got in here, that would be great. Alright, Sun Station, it's been real. This is a real test of my jetpacking capabilities over here. Oh boy. Ah! Oof. Alright. Oh wait, does that mean I'm going to have to go back through? Oh wait, no, there's supposed to be a warper thing. Maybe? How do I... Oh, okay, this is supposed to take me up. So, or is it? Hello? Oh no, there's a door. Right, okay, I forgot, sorry. You don't think you ever bothered leaving the sun station? Oh, I see. That's fair. But I got other stuff to do. I am a busy person. Oh, my ship's all the way down there. Okay, dope. Okay. Like, I got logs to read and hints to, I've got 13 minutes of living. I can use that to go to the Quantum Moon. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Okay, so, Magnus, oh, god dang it. Magnus, you had said that the ship has a camera, which I would love to take into account so that I wouldn't have to manually use my own camera. But my issue is that whenever I have this camera, I have to launch a scout in order to take a Oh. I see what you mean now. Doi. It's funny. I knew that. I always thought that I had to land the scout on something in order for it to end up doing something, or to take the picture, but I just realized that, yeah, I could just end up taking a picture from here. But does it stay up though if I leave the... No, but see, if I exit the ship, the camera thing goes away, so it doesn't stay up though. So I don't know if that counts. Or what you're saying is that I can launch this and then I can land my ship on this planet. Uh-huh. I got you. If I can just like land on it. Oh, is it gone? Motherfucker. It's... where is it? I literally... Okay. Because I wasn't observing the picture, that's why I couldn't do that. Alright, fine. Okay. That is fair. Oh, shoot. Oh, hi. Oh, shoot. Alright, where to go? So I can't go into landing mode if I'm trying to crash into the planet. Got it. That's fine. That's fine. Now I gotta figure out where it went. Hello? Oh, there it is. It's all the way over there. It's gonna go behind the sun and I'm not gonna be able to see it. I'm just gonna see if I can get it to go closer to me. I'm also getting way too far away from the sun and all the other planets. Oh, there it is. I can go to that one. That's fine. Okay. Alright. Here we go. I have a picture of it. I am observing this picture. And I'm gonna land on this. And slow down and not crash into it. Land on it. Land on it. Oof. Ooh. Oh! Okay. Surprisingly, didn't die. Dope. Alright. Do I have my suit on? I do. And noticing on my suit, I do not have any... Oh, I do have an indication of the north then. Okay, dope. I'm gonna go head that way then. Just eerie silence. Okay, I do remember seeing this before. I just wasn't sure if I was supposed to get on top of this, or if... Because if I ended up going on top of this, I would end up leaving the atmosphere, and then I would not be able to go to the North Pole, or it would just teleport me back to the South Pole, or it could end up just completely warping me back, or just warping the moon away from me. So what I'm thinking is that I'm not supposed to be on this planet in particular to be able to go to that quantum station, or the quantum station. So I think I have to go to a different planet. And if I remember properly, Timber Earth had a bunch of walls. I don't think I'd be able to get north from there. And then, yeah, so I've been around this entire North Pole and it's not happening, so. Oh wait, hello? Does this count as being in the North Pole? I'll try it. I mean, because I gotta change planets anyway, so I'll close that. Leave this off. Wait for it to get really dark so I can turn this back on. Wait for this to go maybe to the... Nope. One of these days I'll remember what the ground looks like for each of these planets so I won't have to constantly look over. But this looks like it. Okay, cool. Alright, let's do this. No. Fuck. Damn it. Okay, well, so I guess it wasn't up north enough. Because if my landing on directly the South Pole is any indication, I probably do have to be on the South Pole. Or, directly on the North Pole. So, Timber Earth isn't going to work. And Dark Bramble's not going to work. I think I could maybe get there from Giant Steep. So let's go to Giant Steep. Actually, I'm curious about this one too. Ooh, it is nice that I do get spawned right on the North Pole. That's super helpful because then I get to just look outside and see, okay, well, that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna go back in here, close the door, and then see if I can get this to go to a different planet. So, Bramble didn't work, Timber Earth's not going to work, and then, wait, that's the one I was on! Kaz! Big thoughts. Sorry, I got super confused. This one. I was confusing bramble with brittle. But okay, and it is just ice. That's not good. That's not gonna work for me. Okay. So now let's go either to the twin or, oh, let me close this first. Need to go either to the twin or to Giant Steep. Wait for the door to close. Okay, it's closed. Turn this on. Where am I now? Nope, that's not gonna work. Well, I'll check this just in case, because it could be that. Oh? Oh. Okay. Interesting. I could have sworn that I wasn't able to get here before. Okay, so this is about the right location. So if I maybe just do a few spins. Hey, okay. Well, I'm really glad that I got here, or that I gave this planet a try, because what I'm thinking is that I would have needed to dual or double teleport to get past some of those walls, and maybe that's why I didn't think I could get there first. But because I was able to enter the space station from the other side, or sorry, teleport to a planet that didn't have the walls, and then get past the walls that were relative to the quantum moon on Timber Earth, and then that's why I was able to get past those barriers on Timber Earth, because I'd already teleported past them. I don't know if that makes sense, but I know what I mean. What's this at? Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Oh, you know, the other thing too... Okay, so I'm reflecting again. So the sun station didn't end up working for getting the warp working. I'll have to look at my logs to see if they ended up having another idea for it. Or maybe I'm supposed to go back to the interloper again, because I keep doing this and it's not taking me over there. I am concerned. Yeah, exactly. What is this luck? I'm so glad I'm not speedrunning right now, because this is just... Okay, this works. I recognize this floor, but let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh! Alright. Okay, so now what do? Fuck. It looks like there's only one way to go, so that's a good sign. Yes, Happy Bear, we are doing quantum shenanigans. I read the logs and understood it a little bit better, so now I'm actually on the quantum moon that's not being blocked by a bunch of stuff. The tower's over there. I'm just going in one direction because it seems like some of these just kind of are pointing me in that one direction. And I'm not going to climb, so... Did I miss something? Why are y'all saying, oh no, come on? Oh, what? Y'all are being sus in chat right now. Did I miss something? How oblivious am I being right now? What is that? What is this? Oh, whoa! No way! Hello? Oh my god. Wait. Huh? I'm just waiting to be smacked. I cannot pick up U stone? Pick up quantum stone? Pick up me stone. Okay, so this is pick up U stone. What? Hell, huh? What? Oh my god, why? But they were just like, no, that's the dumbest the question ever. Just no, go away. Why though? What the hell? Oh, man. Because I was going to say, like, you explain or you identify to try to see who they were. Because it didn't seem like I was able to communicate with them, but ugh. Oh, Kershmush, you're saying that, well, but I didn't hear the, did y'all hear the boom for the Nova? Did the Nova kill me? I mean, there wasn't even a bright light or anything. I didn't hear the rumble. I didn't notice it, at least. Maybe because the music was just overpowering it or something? The quantum moon was around Giant Steep until you blinked when waking up. Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that too. Mm-hmm. I am a little confused. But just as a tip, was that supposed... Well, I don't know. Are you allowed to tell me if that was supposed to happen or not? Or did I just die because of the Nova? Because I'm not sure if like, this is a deadly run where I have to ask the right things, or they just decide I'm not worth their time and just off me or something? I'm going too fast! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, cool. Perfect. Okay. Now. Alright, so this is actually a perfect place to be. Because I am on this planet that has the... I have my suit on, okay, good. And I can get it pretty close to the north from this planet, and then I can just use the same path that I took, or the same teleportation thing that I took to get to... that I took to get to the... oh, Timber Hearth. And then from there, I'll go back to the Quantum Tower, and... see if I can just spawn the tower here, maybe? I can't tell where it's supposed to spawn. I'll just keep circling until something happens, I guess. No big deal. There you are. Only took me like almost an entire rotation to find that, but that's okay. Alright, but I know what to do, and we've got a fresh new restart to do it on. Okay, gotta go to Timber Earth. That's not it. I know what the ground looks like now. I know it's supposed to look grassy for Timber Earth. This is on the eye. I know that for sure. But I can't go there yet. I don't know what that one is, but this one? Sandy? No, it's not it. This one. Is this one actually? Hang on. Oh, that looks white like snow. I'm not gonna assume that's sandy. Okay, this one for sure. Oh, and I can even hear sounds outside of the water, so that helps. It's the big hint. Okay, just go to the north now. Oopsies, I'm dancing around it, aren't I? That's not it. Let's spin around a few more times. Am I on top of it? I'll back up a little bit just so it doesn't spawn right on top of me. Okay, cool. Dope, dope, dope. Close that. Now we can do this. Now I need like purple ground. Please. Nope, that's not it. This one, for sure. Now let's open this again. Alright, let's do this again. And then I'll try to go slowly, I guess. I don't know if y'all were suggesting I was missing something here. Just looking around, see. I mean, I really don't want to climb on things because I feel like I just need to go straight. Oh, that double colon parentheses ominous sus. Oh, okay, I see. Like, am I supposed to go through this hole? I'm like double guessing stuff now. Because it seems relatively linear. Just in terms of if there's something that I could miss here. I don't think so. I'm excited. Gonna get some answers. Hopefully not die again because I've got plenty of time, hopefully. Okay. Oh, I see. Got it. Oopsies. Solantum. Okay, hello! Where are we? Yeah. Do your thing. I'll say you. Oops. You. Identify, please. Wow, I'm Solanum. No mine. My clan arrived in this star system before my birth and we now call it home. Okay. Imas? Is there more? None? Okay. So I'll take this back, put this back here. And then I'll say pick up the Eye of the Universe. I want to know this, please. What does it say? We are orbiting the Eye of the Universe now, although we cannot see it. Only the quantum moon's reflection of it. The Eye is older than the universe itself, and my clan believes it dwells in an extremely distant orbit around this star system. So I guess if I ended up trying to fly upwards, I wouldn't be able to experience it. Let me read this a little bit more again. It says, we are orbiting the Eye of the Universe, although we cannot see it. Only the quantum moon reflection of it. Quantum moon's reflection of it. On what? Reflection... The Eye is older than the universe, and my clan believes it dwells in an extremely distant orbit around this star system. I saw that. Pick up quantum moonstone. I'll say this. I just want to know all of these things. So it says, this is the quantum moon. We are both standing. Yes. Despite also orbiting other celestial bodies, quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. The quantum moon is the eye of the universe. Says moon. Oh, the moon of the eye of the universe. Is that what this is saying? I got it. Reading comprehension. Last brain cell, go! What is it saying? Okay. Quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. Okay, yeah, so it is saying that the eye of the universe, the moon, is the quantum moon. Okay, got it. Makes sense. Seems to be the moon for everything. Not gonna lie. Moon, pick up me. Yeah, explain me. I saw y'all staring at us when we were first beginning. Never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. I admire your 3 eyes, and your masks, and your science. There are many questions I would ask if I could comprehend your language. You have my gratitude for understanding mine. Okay. Okay, so I asked all about these. Maybe I'll just say explain now. Can you do these? Can you... Will they put... Oh, you can? Okay. These are 2 tenets of seek out and understand is our way of living. Okay, so I just want to try all of these different combinations just because I want all of this information. They're really fast at writing, not gonna lie. Very impressive. I am on my first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. All in my clan make this journey when we come of age. Okay. Even though the eye cannot be reached from here, the quantum moon remains special to us as it carries us nearer to the eye than any other place we know. I've journeyed here to be close to the eye. While the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the quantum moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. What explains all the diagrams then, why they always had that? Just like some sort of ooze going from the... or not ooze, but just like rays coming from a center point. I hadn't considered that it was more of a coming into the center instead of coming out of the center. I always thought it was coming out of the center, like branching out or something. So then Solanum says, I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn about and find the eye of the universe. I mean, kind of, but I would also kind of like to know how to save my universe, because, like, yeah, every 22 minutes or so, it just decides to blow up, and, yeah, that's not good. I'm unsure how you arrived here, however, perhaps you came from another star system as my clan originally did. I wish I could answer. Remove explained. Oops, I know I need that. And then me, put that here. Excuse me. Eye of the universe. Here. Please explain. I feel like that the dog that's trained to just press buttons because it can't speak, but it just presses the buttons and it's like feed or angry. And so Solanum says there is fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally, this uncertainty is only observable in a very small scale as one approaches the eye. However, that uncertainty grows enormously. Okay, I need to read this over again. One moment. So it says, there is fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally, this uncertainty is only observable in a very small scale. Okay. Like quantum physics, as one would say. As one approaches the eye, however, uncertainty grows enormously. Interesting. Quantum moon probability exhibits macroscopic quantum behavior because of its proximity to the eye. So the eye's just kind of making things worse for the quantum moon. Shards that broke off from the quantum moon have smaller effect, as I imagine you've seen elsewhere in the star system. Okay, that explains that. Conscious observation forces a quantum object to collapse to a single possibility. Okay, makes sense. But what would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye itself? Over time, this has become my clan's greatest question. Interesting. Let me explain eye. Okay. And then quantum moon. Have you encountered quantum shards on other planets? On another planet. These shards look the same as the quantum moon's surface does now while at the eye. From this, we can reasonably infer that the quantum moon's natural state as we see it now, and that of the eye, is its primary location. So, reading this again, just to comprehend. From this, there's a lot of information here. I'm really going to need to go back to my logs just to consume all this again, because I feel like, man, I'm sure that this is answering a lot of my questions, or some of the questions that I've had, but, like, I'm just, there's a lot of information here. So, Solanum is saying, from this, we can reasonably infer quantum moon's natural state as we see it now, and that of the eye, is its primary location. The natural state we see it now is its primary location to the eye. And the eye is, so right now where the eye is its natural location. Given the quantum moon is the eye's moon, yes, it is likely that any characteristics of the moon exhibits are also exhibited by the eye itself. So theoretically, if I'm observing the moon, then it should be observing the eye. Is that what that's saying? And then it says, the quantum moon and its shards, for instance, are quantum, thus the eye is also likely quantum. Right. Or, okay, I'm trying not to make quick assumptions here, but, like, I did kind of figure that based on just the first sentence. Is there something else that I would be missing from the second sentence? The quantum moon and its shards. So the other thing, too, is that it's mentioning a lot about the shards. And I don't know if the shards really have that much of an impact. Do I need to, like, set one of my scouts to look at the shards? But if I ended up trying to have a scout stare at the shard, then I wouldn't be able to be back here, because I need to constantly observe the moon. Oh, no, but then I can use the ship, but I can't have two scouts at the same time, so I would need, yeah, I wouldn't be able to make it back to this quantum moon to get it to the eye then. if that is some sort of relationship. So I'm going to scrap that idea. The quantum moon and shards, for instance, are quantum, thus the eye is also likely quantum. Okay. And so, in fact, this moon is probably quantum because its proximity to the eye made it quantum. Okay. So instead of this quantum moon existing and then turning the eye quantum, the eye probably made the moon quantum because the eye itself is quantum. The same way the areas surrounding quantum shards that landed on other planets eventually become quantum too. Oh, and that's why there are friggin' quantum posts and quantum friggin' cacti and stuff like that. Okay. Okay, so the only other thing I have done is like, would Solanum say anything if I just left something there? No, Solanum's like, say something else. Alright, here, what if I put in both these two? You, quantum moon. Oh, you can't! Oh man, there's so many different combinations, so much knowledge. Ugh, okay. Like many of the clans before me, I journeyed here to see the quantum moon's reflection of the eye. This is the closest any of us have come to seeing the eye itself. Okay, you may think I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis that may not be entirely alive. Perhaps my journey has reached its end. You may think it's strange. I have a hypothesis that may not be entirely alive? I mean, even if your hypothesis doesn't end up being true, you can still live. What the hell? Okay. Here. I imagine you've noticed the quantum moon changes appearance depending on which location it is currently orbiting. Sure, yeah. For example, the moon looks quite different when orbiting the giant steep than it does when orbiting the hourglass twins. Yes, and that's how I was able to exploit the tower and get here. Because the quantum moon clearly changes in its different forms, the eye, being the moon's primary location, must be similarly malleable. Okay. So, I mean, from this we can hypothesis that the eye represents extreme changeability. Is that what your hypothesis is? And if you end up not being right about this, then you'll end up suggesting you have no purpose in life? I will help you. I will make you have purpose. I will, like, break the rules of science and whatnot so that you have purpose. And then Solanum says that despite this malleable nature, the quantum moon becomes locked in one specific version of itself when consciously observed. Quantum moon, yes. But what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye? Yeah, so that kind of goes on the same idea that if I observe the moon, then I'm observing the eye. So I could just take a picture of the eye, or not the eye, of the moon, and then try to go into the eye. Maybe. I have the universe. I'll put this back here. I'm also really hoping that the order that I'm placing, like putting one on the left and one on the right, doesn't matter for this conversation, because there's so many different conversation combinations here. I don't quite even remember which ones I've tried. First time on the quantum moon? It's my first time here. If you come here looking for answers, I hope you find them. Well, thank you. I have been finding a lot of answers. And you've been a lot of help. Thank you. Okay, so I put that one there. The quantum moon. So next to move, not that one. Okay, let me try putting this one here, and I'll put this one here, see if this ends up being a new conversation. Because previously I had them switched. Okay, yeah, so I've seen that one before. So I'll remove, and I'll leave you, actually no. Can I put this? Oh, I can leave them on the ground. Interesting. Put this here, and then put this here. Oh wait, sorry, I don't need to put that there. I just wanted to switch it because it'd be easier and shorter to just put one over here than all the way on the other side. Okay. It says, many of my clan have believed the eye called to us for a particular purpose. When I was a child, I used to believe the eye was malevolent, and to have lured my clan to this star system, only to have vanished from them so completely. Again, just kind of sounds like someone's talking about God, but I digress. But I don't fear the eye anymore. In fact, it became my fondest hope to see the eye itself someday, but I fear this may be beyond my reach. You may think I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis that may not be entirely alive. Okay, this is familiar. Interesting. Have I read this before? This is, I hope I haven't just been going around in circles, but some of these conversations, they also tend to stay gray if I haven't read them, so I'm thinking this is just a unique conversation and just replays portions of it. We don't have much connected, you and I. Still, this encounter feels special. I hope you won't mind. Oh! Of course! Yes, we can be best friends. I love you. Okay, so then I will move the me stone. Move this. I already did these two, so I'll move this over here. I also love her 3 eyes. She is definitely friend-shaped. Suppose you could reach the eye of the universe. Would you try to enter it? Yeah, I'd try. What do you imagine the effects of a conscious observer might be? I don't know. That's a good question, but, oh wait, Eye of the Universe. Which one did I try? I already forgot which one I've tried. Put this one here, and then I'll put this one. No, they all did the same. Oh man, I'm already confused on which ones I've done. But I'm pretty sure I've done all of the combinations of these because the order doesn't matter in terms of being left or on the right. But, let's see. Just as another verification. I wish I had my ship here. Theoretically, if we're on the same planet, my ship should be here, I think. Maybe? No. Maybe not. Orbiting the eye of the universe now, although we cannot see it. Okay. Only quantum moon's reflection of it. So, alright. Yeah, I do wish I had my ship here. The only idea I have is to take a picture of the surface of this planet and then try to fly into the eye, because maybe that's what it was saying to do, but I also don't know, because that seems pretty high up, and luckily it does look like it has some sort of gravitational pull. But I with the Nomai and how ancient they are and their technology and how they're even harvesting the sun, they must have had some way of doing this. But also, look at this rock. This looks perfectly launchable from. Hello? Oh, wait, I wasn't ready! Oh, fuck! Fuck! Man. I'm so sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to shoot this at you. Dang it. Okay. I thought I would have to jump a little bit higher or even use my rocket booster to get up there. I apologize. Oh, I'm on the South Pole too now, so I won't be able to just get up there, huh? Alright, where is the station? Man. I tried to take a screenshot really quickly too, but I just couldn't get that fast enough. Okay, but man, shit. That's frustrating. Okay, well. I'll go to Bramble and then see if that helps me. Bramble, no. Bramble's more icy, isn't it? That's sand. Oh, that's... this one. Okay. Y'all have decided to tell me something? So I can use my flashlight like when I learned the rule of entanglement. Use my flashlight. Joke's on you, I don't remember the rule of entanglement. Let me think. Oh! No, I do know what you mean now. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, dope. Alright. So I don't have to use the little orb thing. But I'm just worried that if I end up using the orb, that it will... Or that if I use my flashlight, then it might... I just have to not turn off my light, huh? Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, okay. I mean, okay, so are y'all telling me that you're tired of me, like, moving this ball up and down? Oh, that is so much better. Thank you. I appreciate that tip. Actually, this doesn't... Is this the same? This looks like Brittle Hollow. Or not Brittle Hollow, but this looks like Timber hearth. Is this? Wait. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Let me go back up to the north. I'm surprised I couldn't hear it. Let's see if I can. There we go. Ah. I appreciate that y'all didn't want me to suffer. I feel like I was perfectly content to do that because it was still better than me trying to look over all the time because I could just look at the floor and only had to raise the ball a little bit for it to work. Oh, and that was the tip for the quantum entanglement. Got it, okay. Oopsies, that's not the one I wanted. I want this thing so I can shoot this at the ground and I can take a picture of myself. Wait, where'd it go? Of me, hello. I'll just squat here and take a picture. Yes. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That is a really nice picture, actually. Look at me. I'm just vibing. And I like the idea that I take a picture of myself. So if, for example, I do tend to... ooh, okay. Big thought. Big thought. I do need to take a picture of myself because if I don't, I might become a quantum object. And if no one observes me, I might disappear. Maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. I could be overthinking that, but... it's a nice selfie anyway. I like that picture. Just, it ensures that this moon will stay here as well as I will stay here in case something happens. And, okay, here we go. Huh? Huh? Huh. Hello again? That didn't work the way I thought it would. Do I need to observe the quantum eye? Because my concern is that if I try to take a picture of the quantum eye, this isn't actually the quantum eye. But maybe it is. Is it? Oopsies. I didn't mean to do that. Take snapshot. There we go. If I take a snapshot like that, would that count? Or is this something where I have to like perfectly time myself in taking the snapshot? Now I am very confused, and I don't have a hint of what to do. Or I don't have a clue of what to do. I could try to remember, or try to go through some of these different thoughts again, but I don't remember which one had what conversation. I was kind of just putting them in randomly. So, Kershmush, what I was trying to do is I think there was a hint or some sort of dialogue that was suggesting that because the quantum moon has its properties from the quantum, or from the eye gave the quantumness to the moon. So, they're kind of tied together, and if I observe the eye, or if I tried to take a picture of the eye, then maybe that would end up making it so that it would stay in place instead of trying to go around everywhere. And then I think I also thought there was like some sort of tie between the quantum moon being observed and the eye being observed, so that if you observe the moon, then maybe that observed the eye. But I don't think that that's right. I am trying to see if there's another way to observe the quantum eye, because just jumping up into it just lands me back to the South Pole, which I'm glad is on the South Pole, because I would hate to have been going to the North Pole. And then, yes, please correct my vocabulary. Can I put some of these inside this other wall, maybe? No. Yes, the moon wanders. So does the eye. Well, Let me see what combinations I can get from this. The sun is not... Yes, I know that the sun is not a planet. Oops, no, I don't want to identify. Let me see. Quantum moon, quantum... What's it say? Eye of the universe and the quantum moon. Show me this relationship, please. So they're saying, because the quantum moon clearly changes its different forms, the eye, being the moon's primary location, must also be malleable. Okay. From this, we can hypothesize that the eye represents extreme changeability, of course, right? And that said, despite the malleable nature, the quantum moon becomes locked in in one specific version of itself when it's consciously being observed. What happens if the conscious observer were to enter the eye? So, because see here, where it says, if the quantum moon becomes locked onto a specific version of itself when being consciously observed, and then Selenium is saying, okay, well, what if that happens if a conscious observer were to enter the eye? So, conscious observer of the eye or of the quantum moon? And it says, the quantum moon clearly changes different forms, etc. I imagine you've noticed the quantum moon changes depending on which location. Is that true? And, well, I don't know. This we can hypothesize represents extreme changes. Eye of the universe, let's see. Remove me and you, explain, identify. Move me? Yeah, let me see if you can give me any tips about this quantum, or this eye of the universe. So suppose you reach the eye of the universe. Would you try to enter it? I'm trying right now. Trying to enter it right now. What do you imagine the effects of a conscious observer might be? The effects or the action of, like, in terms of what would happen or how it would happen? See, I am picking apart this vocabulary so hard right now. Okay, put this back. Let's say... Okay, actually, no, put me and then... Not that one, but me and the quantum moon. See if there's something for me to learn here in particular. But you put something there even though I only had that one there? What you doing? No? Oh, okay. Here, put that there. So Lanham said, put that back, oh, so help me. Okay, so this is... Oh, yeah. I'm trying, man! When I was at work today, I couldn't get something working, and my coworker was like, you just gotta try harder. And I was like, okay, cool, thanks. Thanks, you too. Alright, so quantum moon... Dun 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 dun. Put that back. I haven't watched that movie in forever. Alright, so you... Quantum moon... Remove eye of the universe. Quantum moon. Explain. I have been trying to quantuming better. I was slightly tortured by this game, but I was tortured by the game mostly last night, and then I was able to come across... Why is this not pausing? Why is this not pausing? I'm supposed to be reading this right now. This is reading, but it's not pausing. I'm concerned. Exhibits a microscopic quantum behavior because of proximity to the eye. Shards broke off. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I'm, like, stressed now. Like, do I need to read this faster or something? Remove, explain, eye of the universe. What if I put identify? No, put me. Where's me? Where's me? Me. I already did this one before, but please remind me. What am I supposed to do here? See, it's not pausing the game anymore when I'm reading this, which is kind of concerning. Is it because the music triggered this to not pause anymore? Or is the Nova happening? I'm trying to listen for the Nova. I can't tell. Okay, but... Yeah, okay, it was a Nova. Got it. It's so weird that when I die there, it has a different death animation. Like, it's not an explosion. Interesting. Very interesting. But why? Because when I died that specific way, when I first talked to Solanum, that's why I was like, oh my gosh, Solanum killed me. Because that strange death animation was a lot different than what usually occurs. But okay, I got a lot of information. I'll just... What is that? There's a quantum moon. You know what? I'm taking a picture of you. Oh, I can't because I don't have my suit on. Alright, fine. Alright, let's put my suit on so I don't forget. And now let's see what all these updates are. Sun station. Alright. That's it? Lies. All lies. Okay, sun station says... Was designed to make the sun go supernova. Nomai fired the sun station, but it had no effect on the sun. Concluded that the sun station could never cause the sun to go supernova. After the failure of the sun station, Nomai took a break to investigate the newly arrived comet. According to the Nomai computer, our sun has reached the end of its natural life cycle. And speaking of the comet, let me see where that is. Should get some information from that. So, frozen Nomai shuttle. Found a Nomai shuttle completely encased in ice. Nomai landed the interloper not far from its arrival from the arrival in the solar system. The ship's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere underneath the surface. There were 3 Nomai on board. One of them stayed behind to keep the shuttle warm, while the other 2 explored the interloper. Clary, the Nomai who stayed behind, lost contact with the other 2 after they descended below the interloper's surface. And then here it says, I found the 2 missing members of the Nomai shuttle crew near a large ruptured stone that looks like it exploded from the inside. Something came from the inside of that? What did? Interesting. Might trace the strange readings to a spherical stone casing filled with some form of exotic matter. Stone casing of some exotic matter. They determined the exotic matter was both lethal and under extreme pressure. If the stone were to rupture, the exotic matter within would rapidly expand, completely blanketing the solar system almost instantaneously. One of the Nomai stayed behind to examine the alien matter while the other rushed back to the surface to warn the rest of the Nomai. Which is unfortunate because none of them made it, unfortunately. And so they ended up going here because they didn't have their technology working on the sun station. Very sad. This one does not spark joy, yes. Alright, so for the quantum moon, the 6th location. Okay, so I did find this out then. That's cool. I met a living Nomai named Solanum at the South Pole. Yes, I did. Quantum moon is the eye of the moon's the universe's moon. At this location, the quantum moon becomes a reflection of the eye itself. So yeah, I should have been able to take a picture of the quantum moon, which is a reflection of the eye, and if that is the case, then the eye should have stayed the same. It says the eye is likely the source of all macroscopic quantum phenomena in the solar system. Solanum wonders what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye. I've been trying. I took a picture of the eye, and then I also took a picture of the moon, and both times when I tried to go through to the eye, nothing happened. I just went back to the planet, or I just went back to the quantum moon on Timberhearth instead. And so, Solanum has a hypothesis that she may not be entirely wait, what? She may not be entirely alive? I thought she was saying that she wouldn't want to be alive if her hypothesis was wrong. Oh, okay. Why would she not be entirely alive? Is it because of the restart that always happens? What the hell? What in the... Okay, so noticing this, I believe I now only have 2 question marks. I had 3 or 4 before when I first started today. 6th location. Okay. I'm glad that this was resolved by finding that, the quantum moon. but now I'm very confused. I feel like I'm missing something and I have to go back to the quantum shards to see if I can figure out the significance of this. Because the domain noticed a strange rock shard that appeared to wander when no one was watching. So this quantum shard, I'm vaguely confused which one this means. Oh wait, no, I can find it on the quantum scanner thing. This thing. Whoops, not this thing. Not this thing. Not this one. This one. This one, not feldspar. Deep space. Quantum fluctuations. Museum shard. I forgot which one I was supposed to look for. Cave shard. Quantum shard? Which one was it supposed to be? Quantum shard. It's just supposed to be the quantum shard. But, I mean, like, technically all of these are quantum shards. They've just got special names depending on where they've been or where they are. Grove shard. Museum shard. And then, nope, that's the one I've already seen. Cave shard again. Island shard. Is there one I haven't encountered? I'm not seeing a new one, or one that's just called quantum shard. It's interesting because the log is suggesting that this quantum shard is related to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. And if I remember, the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, I've always ever ended up going here once it had reached, or it had been sucked up into the black hole. And maybe I need to go there when it's not going to the black hole, but at the same time, because it looks so taken. Oh no, I did try to go there before the black hole, and I couldn't get up there because all of these little panel things were destroyed and I couldn't climb up them until I went to the black hole. But maybe if I went back there, I'd find some more information. But another thing that I could do is I could talk to a bunch of people, see if like, hey, I found all this new information out. Do you have any hints? But at the same time, I feel like some of the people from Timberhearth are a little bit more localized in their knowledge. For example, Feldspar only has knowledge about what they encountered on the Dark Bramble, and then Chert would only really know what they had experienced from Giant's Deep. I don't know if any of them really have any experience with the Quantum Moon that I could ask them about. Except maybe, was it Feldspar who was on Quantum Tower? Or on Brittle Hollow? Let me see. Oopsies. I know controls. Brittle Hollow. View entities. There's a mineral. Oh, I guess I don't want to explore there. I mean, I guess I should, but where's my person? Ryback. It's Ryback. Okay. But yeah, why is Solenum suggesting that they may not be fully alive? What does that mean? Okay. So I feel like I reached a bit of a dead end with portions of this because so at the very beginning of today, when I started playing, I was able to find some more information about the sun. I was actually able to go to the sun because I was supposed to go there to find some sort of warp core. And the thing is that I'm still struggling to figure out how to get to the Ash Twin core because I believe that there's supposed to be a core there that I can use for the vessel. But I don't know how to get to it. I mean, I can wait there again, I suppose, but at the same time, I feel like there's just some timing thing that's off for me. I feel like I maybe already be late. And I'm gonna go into the sun. No thank you. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. No thanks. Okay, well bye everyone. This was a very fast run. Kershmush, I know you said like Solanum. lives her life at a quarter mile at a time. That could have been me. I'm like living my life quarter mile at a time, just straight into the sun though. Happy Bear, what I'm concerned about for the Ash Twin is that I have been to the Ash Twin a few times already, and I have been waiting for the towers to kind of unearth themselves from the sand, but every single time I end up going to one of the towers that represents the Hourglass Twins, and I try to step on one of them that doesn't go towards the Ember Glass, or the Ember Twin, it just never seems to work. It doesn't seem to ever activate, and so I've been struggling to see if I'm supposed to get there early or if I'm really supposed to brave it out from the sand waterfall, because usually the only times I ever end up standing off of the tower, oh shoot, one sec, brain power go, oh gosh, this is fine, but the only other time that I end up potentially missing a window for that teleporter to work is when the Ember Twin is coming up from above, and that eventually, oopsies. Yes, me driving my Subaru to pick up all the ladies. But yes, because, oh wait, no, Kaz, please. Woo! I survived. Perfect. I meant to do that. I actually survived. That's a first. But yeah, so I don't know if I need to stay, like, enter the tower as soon as I can and then try to squat there for a while, but I'm just worried that if the sand waterfall ends up arriving and then just picking me up, then it would displace me. And then maybe that is what's supposed to happen, and I'm just supposed to, like, use my thrusters to resist the pull of it so I can stay on the tower. Because I also noticed that when I was going to the Ember Twin, it was a very close call between when the sand tower was arriving and when the teleporter actually worked. But the thing is that for the teleporter that's on this planet, or sorry, the warp that's on this planet, it should be able to activate whenever, because it's like, it's pointed at itself, so it should always be static in the sense of being able to go back towards itself. I just don't understand. So you see, do 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 do. Also, apparently there's supposed to be like an eject button somewhere in this shuttle. I have never encountered it before. Yes, I am surviving a lot. It is definitely a win. I'm curious where this eject button is. I might have to look for it later, but yes, I would like to. Just because, is this it? That looks like a bar. But at the same time, yeah, I've got nothing else to do while I wait. This looks like, is that a pot? Oh, it is a pot. Oh, raise eject cover? Ah! Whoa! Bruh. Wait. Did I need that? Now, what was the point of that? Okay, when it said that it was going to eject, I thought it was going to just, like, kick me out of the shuttle. I didn't think that it would actually just take the shuttle apart. Okay, well, okay, whatever. It's fine. I didn't need that. I can still refuel. There are no more lights in here. That's great. That's fine. Why? I'm wondering if I hit the eject button and if it was a less, or sorry, if this planet had more gravity, would it have kept it on the ground? Could I have reassembled the ship? I don't know. Alright, let's see. What has been uncovered? So, the little towers are being uncovered so far. I wish I could zoom in a little bit more. Oh wait, I can, kind of, if I go past it a little bit. Is that the sun station? Okay, the sun station is being revealed. I think I'm kind of at where I would need to be for the Twin Towers. Although I'm going to stay near my ship so I can constantly refuel oxygen or whatever else I might need. Although it might not refuel my oxygen anymore because there is a breach in the hull. Of course it wouldn't refill my oxygen. I did this to myself. Who told me to do this? Who encouraged this madness? I'm looking at you, Kershmush. I love this relationship going on here. I appreciate it. See, my ship says don't even bother trying to get swooped up into the ship because there's already an entrance. There's no point. Just go through the side. Alright, is it coming up soon? There's the sun station. There's a twin. Oh, the twin's on the other side. Okay, my bad. Oh, fudge. I can't tell if I'm going the right way, to be honest. I am way too directionally challenged for this. And it looks like I'm probably not. Yeah, okay, I'll go the other way then. Is this it? Yeah, this looks like it. No, it's not. It's up. Which way is it? Is it north? Oh, please leave me. Oh, it is towards this way. Okay, that's fine. Oopsies. Alright, and now I wait here until I either suffocate to death or I warp. One of them's gonna happen, hopefully. I don't know, though. I really don't know if... I don't think that this is how I'm supposed to get there just by waiting. I feel like that's rarely ever the case. It'd have to be extremely lucky. 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. Aw. Tower of Quantum Knowledge. I forgot I had bookmarked that. But it's nice to know that that's over there. But what did Solana mean? She had a hypothesis that she wasn't entirely alive? Hmm. The other thing I'm thinking of right now is that I think I read in somewhere that these two are supposed to be celestial bodies that are, or like, both these hourglass twins are supposed to be one celestial body. So I wonder if that has something to do with being able to No, but I was still able to go to the Ember Twin. That doesn't make sense. Krishmush. Don't tell me, because I'm still kind of thinking that maybe it is part of the... part of it. It could be a spoiler. I don't know. It could be part of the plot in terms of how... Wait, no! Why did it swoop me up from that side? Bro! Wait, is it lighting up? Or is it just glowing naturally like that? Oopsies. And I'm on the other planet. Nope, thank you. Oh man. Come on. Who hit me? Oh. Alright, I'm restarting this. I'm low on oxygen and I already borked that up. What if I landed my ship? No, I can't land my ship inside the station. Look, there's a quantum moon. Oh wait, I already blinked. I guess it's staying there. Okay, well, I think I might be out of ideas. Let me grab my suit before I forget. Intrusive thoughts be like, press the button. Alright. And the other thing, Hollow's lantern, still no notes on that. Explain that to me. Not actually, but still, I'm confused. And Okay, here's what I have. Ash Twin Project. Still need to figure out how to get to the center of that. And the White Hole Station, there's still more to explore there. I wouldn't be surprised, because there is supposed to be apparently something there related to... the black hole, and I was supposed to be able to go back out of the white hole some amount of time into the black hole. But I don't know how to do that by 22 minutes, because they weren't able to power it, so they weren't able to get that working, and then I don't think that it would be possible if they weren't able to do it. Ash Twin Tower designs, okay. Oh yeah, it does look like a geyser. Makes sense. Brittle Hollow, yeah. But there's no other place ever for Dark Bramble. Sunless City. I thought I kind of explored the rest of this place. Well, I guess I haven't. There was that one area that I couldn't get that elevator up there. And I've been avoiding that one. This quantum shard, I still feel like it has something to do with where I'm supposed to go. Maybe I'll go back to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge and then see if I can find any information there, I suppose. Where am I going again? Not that one, not that one. This one. Okay, so the best way to get here, Tower of Quantum Knowledge. was on the left side, so I can reach it from the core, but I can also reach it from... No, I can reach the Southern Observatory from the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. And... this is technically it, but I definitely won't be able to get there from here. Because... screw any sort of travel. Wait, is that a quantum tower? You piece of... hang on. Where are you? I see you. Oh, you! Wow, okay. Can't believe I hadn't seen this one before. I guess I just always saw it from the bottom and not bothered to look at it from the top. Whom Felix and I have determined this atypical shard of rock is the reason objects in this grove are behaving in a quantum manner, okay? The only other object we've observed displaying this quantum behavior is the wandering moon. I imagine the moon's behavior and this grove's are related, probably because the shard comes from the moon. Or from the eye. In her note earlier, Felix mentions this strange type of rock isn't found anywhere on Brittle Hollow. What if it isn't originally from this planet? Hypothesis. This quantum shard is from the wandering quantum moon. Perhaps it is even a small piece of the moon itself. Hey, I said that. Of note, a unique signal is coming from this shard. Curiously, our friend, the wandering moon, sounds the same. I've also heard the same signal this shard produces, calling out from Giant's Deep, Timber Earth, and Hourglass Twins. Suppose there are other shards like this one. Man, I don't think that really helped very much, because I kind of already knew that. What does that sound? Who did this? I look away for 1 second. Oh, because the trees are moving, I think? Hang on 1 second. I mean, that would explain, I think there was that mention of it, of these trees. Yep. Yeah, that's what's happening. Hello, Nintardo. That's a very interesting name you've got. I'm just gonna call you Nin. How far in are we? I think probably like 25 hours in. How much do I know, or do we understand? Nothing. But thanks for asking. Okay, this unlocks the quantum shard, a strange rock shard that wanders when no one is watching. Nomai determined this shard is the reason objects in this grove behave in a quantum manner. Nomai hypothesis that this shard is actually a piece of the quantum moon, which I already knew. Shard emits the same signal as a quantum moon, which I already knew as well. So I guess that kind of unlocks that portion. And Nin, if you wanted to see what I had kind of encountered for the game, here is the roadmap or the conspiracy board right in front of you for a few seconds. And looking at this, the only other thing I haven't unlocked so far is the Ash Twin project. But this also makes me think back to the vessel. I would love to figure out how to work that vessel because I needed a core, and I think the Ash Twin project has an advanced core that I could use, but I can't remember if I wouldn't be able to find that core because the high energy lab said that they couldn't get the sun harvestable. Thank you, Nin. I am encouraged by your phrase of that I will continue to understand nothing until the end of the game, in which I will understand even less. Good to know. I still feel like there's so much I need to like re-go through some of this stuff. This Ash Twin project, let me in! Okay, I have to read all these little pointers again and see if there's anything I can see here. Because yesterday I went to Nomai Mines. There wasn't really anything there except I was able to kind of see the material of the shell, because apparently they used this material from the Nomai Mines for the shell surrounding the Ash Twin core. And it looks different, I suppose, from the rest of the material on the outside of the Ash Twin, because I remember just seeing a bunch of red rock. I didn't see anything else that stood out, but I guess I could go there and just wait to see if I recognize anything else there. Or if I can maybe look out for that discoloration and that sparkling black rock. And so here, black hole core, or black hole forge, an advanced warp core was approved for installation in the central chamber of the Ash Twin. I need this! How do I get there, though? And then the High Energy Lab points again to the Ash Twin core, or to the Ash Twin project, saying, "Nomai plan to construct a technology capable of producing a 22 negative time interval on Ash Twin," which is interesting because I went to the Sun Station thinking that that's how they were planning on harvesting that information, or not information, but that resource. And now this information is suggesting that the technology capable of producing it wasn't actually on the Sun Station. And so maybe there still is a chance for me to be able to go back in time 22 minutes. But I still need to figure out how to get there. And okay, so this statue workshop is again tied to the Ash Twin project, because not only is the advanced core there that was being used for the high energy lab and sorry, for the black hole forge, but they also did keep a storage of their statue workshops here. And the other frustrating thing too is that I have been seeing the projections of the Ash Twin, and now because when I keep thinking of it and when I keep seeing it, I keep seeing like a rotation of masks, and sometimes I can see some lights, but everything is dark, so I can't really see anything in there. The other thing I do remember noticing is that it's rotating around the core really fast, and the way I can tell that is because there is a bunch of sparkling lights in the black background. So I'm wondering if that black background is the internal core, because originally I thought those were stars, and then when I went back to the Nomai mines and I turned off my light, it did look like stars. So maybe instead of thinking that that was inside of a galaxy, which is why I was confused, that maybe this was like that projection was like some sort of satellite or probe, then the confusion is just because my mines and the rock that comes from it just looks like the galaxy in the darkness. That's what I'm thinking so far. I also learned how to... Never mind. I did remember there is an achievement for roasting marshmallows, but I won't go into that right now because I'll save that for a fun session later. I'm still so very determined to figure out how the heck am I supposed to get to the Ash Twin. And who is this hollow? Okay, I am going to observe this lantern and hopefully not get shot at by some of these stupid fireball things. There's gotta be something on here that lets me research it, unlock it, or observe it, because nothing else seems to want to mention anything about it. This is suspicious. Almost more suspicious than the quantum moon, because actually no one mentions this thing. So it's almost like it doesn't exist. Okay, going back to the Ash Twins, trying to figure this out again. Let me think. What am I missing? Do I have to look into something about the warp points? Or, oops, I'm going way too fast. Or... Okay, I do remember there has to be some notes about the Ash Twins, or the Hourglass Twins. think that's where I need to go, actually, this thing right here. It was kind of annoying because when I had originally tried to land... Oh, boy! All good. All good. When I had originally tried to land or just stay inside one of these two towers, it... Oops. Okay, that's fair. Anyway, when I originally tried to go to one of those two towers, I was hoping that the ceiling would prevent me from getting sucked up through the entrance. I think I was wearing a seatbelt. Okay. Oh, whoa. That moon was really close. But I think I was wearing a seatbelt. I think it just launched me out of it. Or did I just get out of my seat prematurely? You know, that would have been a useful thing to use. That would have been a perfect time for me to have used the eject button. Yes. Alright, now to go back again. Because I don't know if there's some sort of gimmick that I need to potentially maybe land my ship on top of the top of the tower, and maybe that would prevent me from sinking, or sorry, from being sucked up through the top of it. Whoopsies, I'm not locked on. My bad. Why? Oh, please tell me I'm not going into the sun. Oh, God. Autopilot? Gosh, dang it, again. This is just a flashback to the first time I was playing this, and I was trying to use autopilot to go to Brittle Hollow, and then autopilot parked me right in front of the moon, and then the moon burned me up. Once again, from the top. Let me not forget my suit. Here we go. Also, so I'm just going to mention this because it did happen and it unintentionally happened, but apparently there's a satellite that's going around this planet, and I accidentally bumped it out of orbit at some point, and I don't even remember that, but I got the achievement for it, so, yay? I don't even remember hitting it, and I survived at least however hard I hit it, so. If I crash into this moon, or not moon, but this planet. Okay. Okay, this is good. This is fine. Alright, and we're here. Dope. Okay. Now, let me just read this. Give me all this information. This is on the Ember Twin. Gravity cannon. High energy lab. Ash Twin tower design. Okay, yes, that makes sense. But there's this Sun City. Churt's camp. Maybe Churt has something to say about this, actually. Actually, I should go talk to them. There's the Lakebed Caves. I have gone to the Quantum Cave. It theorized when a conscious being is in contact with a conscious... Oh, is that what the... Okay, that one is that one. Being entangled with that quantum object. They both move together. I'm gonna go visit Churt, maybe. Let's see what this says. Central chamber is physically sealed. I've read this a few times already, but I'm not seeing it. Let me see. Sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell, and I saw that material. Know my plan to construct technology capable of producing 22-minute negative time interval on Ash Twin. Every memory recorded. Yes, this is all just the things that we're pointing towards this little picture on our conspiracy wall. advanced warp core was approved for installation on the central chamber of the Ash Twin. Whitehole Station was used as a model for these towers, which were built for the Ash Twin project. So there was something that I was missing at the Whitehole Station, apparently. There's more to explore there, is what this said. And if the Ash Twin is based off of that Whitehole Tower, maybe there's some more information about the Whitehole Tower that could help me go to the Ash Twin. Because I remember they also had mentioned that the Ash Twin was meant to go to a bunch of important celestial bodies within the solar system. And I guess it only includes the planets and the Sun Station. But I wonder if there's a way to get to the Whitehole Station from there, because I know that you can get from the Whitehole Station to Brittle Hollow, but that seems like that's the only sort of connection there. And I guess they also did have a ship too. No, they didn't have a ship on that one. I was misremembering, because I remember from the Whitehole Station, occasionally the gravity cannon can get dropped into there because of the black hole, but I don't know if there's something I'm missing at the Whitehole Station. Let me see, because not that one, not this one. This Whitehole Station says that there's something else that I need to see there. I don't know if I've actually gotten to the outside of it, actually, because I see that they've got some gravitational floors panel theirs. Sorry, English is struggle. But even looking at it from here, I mean, I guess I haven't really been on the moon side of it, like this hard stone portion of it. I could try going there next time. Or now. Because I feel like if I tried to stay here and wait for this planet to drain itself of sand, I'd probably end up wasting my time, because I still don't quite know how the mechanic works. I'm still waiting for something to just happen by luck. And I feel like that's not usually the case. For this game, they don't usually make you wait that long without seeing some sort of result or hint that you're doing something right. So I'm thinking that maybe I'll just have to come back here, and I'll just go to... Where's the fastest way to get there? Well, I could go there using the teleporter, but then I wouldn't be able to bring my ship with me, and I would like to have my ship with me so that if I run out of oxygen or I run out of fuel, then I will have a resupply of it. The other thing too is that since I learned what the eject button does, I didn't actually know that the ship has its own oxygen supply. I thought that I was refreshing oxygen based on whenever I kind of touched the refueling thing. And so it was a fun fact that I wasn't able to refuel my oxygen when I had broken the seal. I mean, I know that there is an animation to, or not animation, but like the bar fills up after a while. Can I not target this? Oh, I can't. What did I think I was breathing when I wasn't wearing my suit? Joke's on you, I wasn't thinking. Yes, I was thinking there was just a tree inside of... Yeah, no, because there is a plant. There's a plant here. Right here. See, I could be breathing that in. And, and maybe there's just a leak in a tank, you know, like air conditioning or something. No, then I just actually just confirmed what you were saying earlier. Or just that, yeah, it is tied to the ship. Oh, am I passing this? Oh, shit. Let's see. The other thing, too, that I'm very curious to try is to see if I try going into the white hole, would I experience going back out of the black hole for a short period of time? Or would that probably not work because these two white holes and black holes aren't actually powered by things? Questions. Alright, so what's out here already? What is that? Oh, that's a bridge. Okay. And then, is that the station? That is a piece of rock from the moon. And I think I have to go across here. But what is this thing sticking out on this side? Looks like just a tower. Yeah, it looks like a tower. Okay. Okay, let's see. I've got my suit on. Let's go. Oopsies. I wish I could use this moon to get to another planet. It just seems like such a waste that would only ever go to one place. And maybe I haven't tried something enough to get it to go somewhere else? Oh, that's trippy as heck. See, like this thing right here. I wish I could swap out this planet and put another planet thing in there. There's a black hole by accident. Don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower will return you. Only mentions the black hole. Have I not? Oh, I have read this before, but yeah. Can only be used for a brief period when the tower is aligned. Right. Must be standing on the warp platform. Yes, I know. And if you look up while the station is rotating, you can see alignment happen. Yes. Or you can just look at this little rotating thing and it will show you it happening real time. Ash Twin Project. Ash Twin. Wait. Ember Twin Project Stone. Where could I take this to view it? I feel like that might be an important thing. I'm not sure. Where would be the quickest place to insert this? Okay, we are rotating. Oh! Whoa. Okay. That was really fast. Alright. Oh wait, my ship's not here. Great. Yay! Okay. I can't tell if I'm hearing rumbling because the sun's about to restart. Wait, let me see, actually, I can see this. No, the interloper is still existing. It should be fine. That was kind of funny. Just the smack sound. Trust me, I am a professional. I know how to fly. Or do I? Okay, so... okay, let me see. There should be somewhere over here I can insert this, right? So I am here. This is on the... I can't remember for the diagram if this is on the north, south, or... It's not on the south. Is it on the north? No, I'm not very good at being at this whole safe thing. Not at all. I mean, I'm still alive. I didn't die, so I'd say that's good enough. Ooh, boy. It's a big chunk. Ooh, I hear him. Or hear the banjo. Dun, 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 That's the Hanging City. Is that the one I need to go to? No, that's not. Let's see. Gravity cannon, no. Checked. Oh, there's only 3 locations that I can get from here. It's not the Hanging City, is it? Is that for the warp cores? Or for the gravity stuff? Gravity crystal workshop above? Oh, where does that go? I hear Ryback, but I can't get to them. I'm just gonna go up. Because maybe my ship can take me to wherever I need to go. Because I get the feeling that the place has already been consumed by the black hole. I forgot the word for it already. My bad. And I don't know how to get back to my ship from here. Now I'm just kind of wandering, just admiring. Man, maybe I should have headed back to the... Or I could just fall into the planet. But my ship is up there. I'm sure it'll visit me soon. Oh wait, that's where I wanted to go. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know how Hearthians have been making it to the Astral Project. I have for sure died too many times for it to have been a successful thing. I haven't been up here, I don't think. Put. This is not good. If I go here, if I go to the crossroads, I should be able to make it back here next time. Or if I just bring my ship here next time, that should also work. There are 3 graves of Hearthians, and if Hearthians tend to leave at least once, then... Oh, that's another thing too, is like there never seems to be a plan for them to return, strangely enough. They're always... Oh, 4%. Okay, this should hopefully be sinking soon. Yes, I wish I was that carefree. But then I remember I have rent and I have a job and other responsibilities as an adult. I didn't sign up for this, did I? I hope there are trees in here when this eventually collapses, because I don't know if I would be able to survive long enough. There's gotta be trees. Me trying to convince myself, and perhaps the game. Alright, just need like one more hit for the surface integrity to just degrade itself enough to fall into the black hole. Come on. I don't think I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be really close. I can already hear my character panting. Man. Man. When I actually want the planet to fall apart, it just doesn't. Maybe I should have said hi to Rybeck. Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot to bring my emergency trays. Oh, silly me. Yes, rest in pieces, Kaz. Always have emergency trees. Always bring a towel and a banana. There's a Doctor Who and Guide to the Universe reference for you. 2 references in one. Okay. Okay, actually, let me read this stuff. Ugh. I feel like the quantum boon. I need to figure out information about this. Quantum moon. Or was that all I could find out about this place? Oh, Solanum's shuttle. That's their shuttle. Oh, okay. That makes sense why I was calling it back. They were the last person to have traveled there. Hmm. Right, and then Chert was the one who got really flustered the last time I told them that the sun was exploding or going to supernova, because they seemed extremely surprised that they hadn't caught that before, given that I guess it's their kind of their job. Hmm. Central chamber. Again, stuck at this last thing that has not been unlocked. is actually genius. So, I have an issue with sticking on the ground whenever I try to go into the Ash Twin. But the thing that doesn't end up ever being captured by the falling sand is my scout. So what if I ended up putting my scout on the teleporter? Would the scout teleport with, or would the scout be able to activate with the warper? And then that begs the question of, if my scout does end up warping, where would it go? Would that help me figure out where the entrance is? Because I can take pictures of the inside of the warp tower, but I wouldn't be able to actually interact with anything in there once it does end up warping. But I think that would maybe help confirm or deny whether or not I am supposed to be on that warp pad when the sand ends up rushing over. But now it just means I have to wait again for all this stuff to happen. I've got my suit on so I can go and adventure. Oh, I'm in the path. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I also wanted to say hi to Chert and see if they could tell me anything more. Maybe give me hints, please. I can do that while I wait, I suppose. Gotta look for the smoke. Well, it has also been a while since I've been here. I should check this out again. Got my suit on, okay, good. Is that the sun station? Waiting for when things are supposed to align. What is this supposed to do? Why is it going in the other direction now? Hello? Oh, it's the quantum moon. I see. So if I look that way, now I have the quantum moons over on that side. Got it. But the eye isn't on any of these. Okay. Chert, where are you at? Oh, there's a solar panel there. What the heck's? What's that? Oh, it's for the eye? Since when? How do I get in there? Is this a window? Or is this just like a glass panel that's supposed to point at something? What the heck? What? It's a weird little window. Is there an entrance somewhere over here? Where is it pointed at? I don't see anything else on this side. Okay, Chert, where are you at? I say this like I didn't have it marked for the past half hour. Maybe not half hour, but like at least 10 minutes. Ooh. Whoopsies. Yes! Play that tambourine. Alright. have a question for you. Not supernova. What are you doing out here? Where should I explore? Haven't left that lake bed. And then good little scout taking a picture of everything. Okay. Shipwreck. Old shipwreck site. One shooting beam of light. Yep, I've seen that. My ruins across the Twins, but strangely, not a single settlement. It's because they are warp towers. So where did they live? Not on the surface, clearly. Yes, they do live underground. How dangerous is that column of sand? On a scale of dead, yes, 7 or 8. Pretty awful, I agree. See, even Chert says that the process eventually reverses, but I've never seen it. And the only reason I'd be able to see that is potentially if I can go back into the Ash Twin and then see... Wait, how come time's not stopping while I'm talking to Chert? What the heck? Anyway, so if I like to see something interesting, check the other twin once in a while. Or once a little of the sand drains off. I know. Okay, found something. Let's see. Transmission saying the universe is dying. I don't want to give them impending doom by mentioning that, so I will not. But it didn't seem like they had much else information for me. Doing it there, supernova. Just saying hi. Okay, thank you. Oh, and there's the sun station. What if I tried landing on that? Not happening, but that'd be funny. Alright, so now I have to go back to the other planet. See... Okay, yes, the twin towers are back up. Ooh! Ooh. Nice. Or not. Why am I bouncing? Just put me down. Okay. Oh man, I'm just going to miss it. That stinks. Oh well. Nope, I always confuse the two of them. And now we wait. Let's see. I've been up here. Why is that going that way? This one's this way. It's curious. Are these two supposed to ever reflect each other? Like, are they supposed to have been the same? Oh yeah, I've seen this before. Never mind. Or was one always supposed to be taller than the other? I can't tell if it's just destroyed. So how would I brace myself for something like this? Because the pull of the sand is pretty strong. Even if I did try to put my thrusters downwards, I think it would still end up picking me up. Do the cacti have something to do with it? Do I need to use the cacti to just like pin me down or something? Trade my oxygen for the cacti damage? Here comes the sand. I better skedaddle. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see what happens. Oh, I can see the scout on the 52 meters away thing. I don't have to take a picture, I can just see if it disappears. Oh, hello? Whoa! What the fuck? My god. fuck this shit. So it means I do have to be on the teleporter in order for myself to be teleported into the cave. Fuck! But how do I get in there? How do I keep myself grounded enough for the teleporter to work? The thought I had is just like leaving my ship on the top of, and then maybe my ship would prevent me or at least delay me from being sucked up too soon. But at the same time, it's like, whoopsies, is that too much? That is too much. Oh, well, I mean, now she's stuck. Maybe, maybe not. Because thinking about it, if I can, no. I was like, these little gaps in this tower look strangely enough separated apart that I could just fit the feet in there. Oh, am I falling? I think I am. Okay, if I put that, like, just, okay. Okay. Oops. And then also if I try to stay maybe back here, I don't know. This seems scuffed. I wish I could bring my ship in here, actually. Or do I need to step out really quickly? I like that idea. If I just wait for the sand, maybe, I don't know. I could try two things. So I can wait for the sand to pick up my ship. Maybe that delays how fast the sand goes down. And then I can try waiting here until the teleporter turns on for sure. And then I'll rush to it. Like here? Oh, hey! Oh! Well, shit. Wow. Fucking finally. What the hell? Oh, jeez. Yay! Thanks, everyone. Made it. Is that the end of the game? Fuck. Man, why was that so hard? Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Woo! I pat myself on the back for that. Alright. Let's see, what does it say? It says, 13 minutes and 5 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. It says, masks receiving data from probe tracking module. So there's a Giant's Deep memory statue. And there's also a Timber Earth memory statue. So Giant's Deep, that would be... That's not Feldspar, is it? It's... Oh, Gabro. That's Gabro. And Timber Earth is me. 9 minutes until end of cycle. But there wasn't one other statue that had the eyes open. I still remember this distinctly. I can't remember which one it was, but there is another person here that, or not here, but somewhere in this universe that also has who was on repeat. Yeah, see, oh, so these are the 3 masks. Oh, okay. And then if I try to take a look at, where did they, oh, this one broke. That's sad. Okay, are there any markings that would determine if these masks represent a specific planet? Oh, or you know what? Maybe it's Solanum who had the final mask, and that's why she's been kind of saying that she's partially alive. Or that she may not be alive. Okay, so Yarrow says, today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin project. Powerful enough to send information back in time. Okay. This music, though, very triumphant, very nice, and appropriate. I feel very rewarded and successful based off of this music, and also everyone's smiley faces and four-eyed, open mouth smiles. So, Coleus says, we've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we've met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the high energy lab. I still can hardly believe Raimi's hypothesis is true. Yarrow says Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us back from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twins can connect with the Giant Steep, where Cassava is working on Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis: it was not by accident that the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis: the cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. That is all project update things, just like people and marketing constantly getting on your back for deliverables. So Yarrow says, the important point is we are all connected through Ash Twin now. Also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Aw. Yarrow said, take care. Our friends in Giant Steep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. But then, if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai on board the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Interesting. Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When Ash Twin's project succeeds, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Or in the event it fails, it will also do that. Idea have worked hard on the sun station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes to plan, this structure will prompt the sun's explosion, which will in turn supply power to the Ash Twin project. Oh. They really want to explode the sun just to get that power. Just so they can go back in time. And now that I'm in the center of this Ash Twin, I should be able to experience it. ... I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. I always do love it when a project manager can recognize the efforts of their grunts. Yarrow says, we're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here is what will happen. First, the sun station will receive the order to fire at the sun, prompting it to explode. Okay. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. And 22 minutes is probably how long each of the resets take, or each of the rebirths, loops, whatever. And says, exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the sun station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe back from its cannon, or send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. Okay. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin will last precisely 22 minutes and can end the cycle at will. Or we can end the cycle at will. Okay, please. Please do so. These words are difficult to write. The sun station did not work. Okay. Suppose we redesign the sun station to generate power of that magnitude. It is such a ballsy thing to do, to have an experiment that literally explodes the sun just so you can transmit a message back 22 minutes, and also have enough faith that it would succeed, because you could just end up blowing up your station, or blowing up the entire universe, not universe, but the solar system, and then it wouldn't go back 22 minutes because the hypothesis and all these different plans didn't end up working. Okay, but so they say, suppose we redesign the sun station to generate power of that magnitude. A supernova is still our only viable option. I might need to get some water in a little bit. So then Pi says, whoops, or Idea says, Idea, this is easier to express than accomplished. Yes. Pi says, oh, hi, Pi. Pi says, you can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer. Fair. Okay, I guess they are taking just advantage of this and trying to give the solar system more time instead of just purposefully doing it, I guess. I don't know. But you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. Their aging process? Interesting. Didn't they do that based on the stone statues? Or is that not part of that? Or is that the stone statues only for memory? And is there something else then that is creating the rebirth if it's not the statues? If that's what that's suggesting, but I think I might be reading into it. I mean, I guess the statues don't technically make me immortal or prevent me from aging, so to speak, but it does make me go back in time, maybe? Or is that just because I die and then my body just exists long enough for the reset to happen for that 22 minutes to go back in time, which is why it feels like I rebirth every single time I die. It's just still a delay between being rebirthed. I just can't experience that as a dead person. So then it says, I believe we can still find a way to create the supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. However, this is the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We are only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. Yes, I'm sure there is a very specific way, Nin, that this is working, but because I prefer not to have any spoilers or hints, I am sure I will find this out on my own. And then Yarrow says, we are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system and we are anxious to explore it. Okay. It has been a very long time since we have last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained. Okay. Oh man, they've got so much information here. Oh, plug this shit in. Let's read it. What does it say? What does it say? Alright, it says, Clary, I have good news. Yarrow, the advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ashman. Okay, good. Good news. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ashman project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. I would be too. I mean, imagine just spending so much time working on something that is just so much greater than yourself. I just still feel like ethics is an issue here, and they're not really... Or maybe I'm not really fully understanding the motive of this, because I feel like they're still trying very desperately to find the eye, but there might also be a different sort of plot arc going on here, that they are aware that this planet or the solar system is doomed, and maybe this is the portion of the story where they're trying to prevent it from being doomed. It definitely is the origin story of the character that I'm playing right now, in terms of just trying to figure out what they were doing and why I'm experiencing these loops, and then hopefully ending it. It says, Yarrow says, is everything well at the forge? And then Poke says, don't worry, love. Aww. I love how they call each other love. Love. Poke is only... Man, and then I remember that everyone's dead. And then it hurts a little bit. Not everyone, but mostly everyone. Clary says, don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary and her design work is beautifully clever. I love this. See, they're just admiring each other's works and just appreciating each other. It's very, very nice. The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. Core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. I don't know. For something of this magnitude, I would listen to all words of caution. I would take any sort of protection possible. Yarrow says, my gratitude for the latest shipment. Oh, I know. This ore should be the last we shall need for the Ash Twin project. Okay. This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check? Specifically mine. If my work here is done, I'd be delighted to help. And then Yarrow says, we'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better. As the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to disaster. Which explains why I wasn't able to find the core from the outside. Because they're trying to prevent it from having any sort of leak. And so it's a good thing I wasn't able to find a way inside from the outside. So Yarrow says, once we finish the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check it to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Rami and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks. Our final safety check. So it's interesting that these conversations are happening right now as I'm reading it, because the supernova hasn't happened. So it kind of suggests that maybe I'm reading the notes that they just left a few minutes ago, and I could still end up meeting them maybe. But so far, based on my exploration, my very slight exploration, I haven't seen anyone, and I haven't seen any activity or any sort of startup for this project. So Rami says, I've installed the mask inside the Ash Twin project flux. They look beautiful. They do. They are. They are very, very beautiful. Because most of the time, I've only seen the Nomai through their bones, and it's very sad because they look very sad bone. They look like very sad bones. But the statue does seem to capture their essence and just their beauty more than their space uniforms do. So Rami says, I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin project flocks. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. Yes. Yes. And then Rami says, it's comforting to know the statues will not pair until project succeeds. Well, otherwise I imagine the experiment would be hard to endure. I mean, they don't pair only if the project succeeds. I think this is the second time that I have read that it will also pair if there is a catastrophic failure. So yeah. And so Flox is saying, ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds. As a safety measure, however, the statues will activate in the event of an equipment failure. That's number 3 of that being mentioned. Rami says, they will. Why is that? And then this says, if anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin projects, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. Okay, fair. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. So the unfortunate thing is that one of the masks was destroyed and on the ground. So that makes me think that maybe it had been activated, but someone who had been paired with it no longer has access to it because, I'm not sure. Oh, fuck. Wow. They did a number on this. Artificial gravity control. Man. Okay, well, at least I know how to get back here. I feel like once I activate that, I'm gonna do some stupid shit, kill myself accidentally, and then have to find my way back here. Let me go back, because I still feel like I might have missed something. So, I wish I had counted the number of masks, or not masks, but statues that I had encountered, because I wonder if that actually matches the number of masks available here. Because I know I did encounter 3. But it is weird, actually, these 2 masks, I thought they were closer together. Maybe not. I guess this is the end of it, because okay, all right, there's nothing else here, I guess. But yeah, did they really only create this number of masks, and are there only this number of scientists that were working on this? This is 8 masks. And then also, whose sad mask is this that fell? Okay, but okay, so I've read all that stuff. Now is the moment of truth. Let's play with some of these different levers and switches, because I think I might be running out of time, or I might need to hurry this up so I can... Did it stop spinning? It did. Does it need to be spinning? That's the question. Oh, I need that gravity, actually. Yeah, turn this gravity on, please. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Oh! Alright. Fair. So, now that I... Oops. Leave this on. And then... It'll stay up there, doesn't rely on gravity, does it? And if I turn this back off, now I'll be able to go up there. Now I can remove the warp core. And guess what? Fuck! This means I have to go all the way back to... Or was I not supposed to remove that and I was actually supposed to go to the vessel? Oh god. Ah, man. Alright, I'm getting a feeling of what I need to do. Whoopsies. Oh. What? Oh man. Hello? Okay, okay. Alright, let me see. Okay, so I'm here. The thing is, I don't think I have enough time. The interloper is already on its way. I think I might have to go for the... Yeah, what timing? The time that I actually do want to be... Oh, my ship! Ah, oh, mother hacker. The time I actually do want to be in the portal, it just decides, no, I'm not going to be in the portal. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to redo this loop because I definitely won't have enough time to get to my ship and then also survive the nova that's happening because the interloper is on its straight path to the sun. So, to do this loop, let's do this. So now my fear and anxiety would be trying to figure out how to get to where I need to go super fast. So I need... Wait, what? Hello? Wait, what? Huh? Wait, huh? Did I press the view credits thing? I beat the game? What? What do you mean? Are y'all kidding? Are y'all playing my leg or pulling my leg? That's it? Ain't no way. Well, yeah, I got to the credits. I definitely don't consider this beating the game because I had this elaborate plan where I would respawn, I would go mark the waypoint for the vessel, and then I would head my way to the Ash Twin, get the core, bring it back to the vessel, plug in the coordinates, and then that would take me to, or at least maybe the eye. I mean, because I still wasn't able to get to the eye. What the heck? What the heck? I'm so confused. Why did it just permanently kill me then? Or like, why does it seem like I just died for the last time? Oh, because... Oh, because I removed the core. And... When I remove the core, that means the loop can't happen again because there's not enough power from the sun exploding, and that's why. Oh! So I really did just die. So, wow. That makes sense. Huh. Okay. Man, so that means I should have waited. Oh, yeah. I should have waited for the loop to maybe end, or, oops, sorry, I forgot I had Discord. Good thing no one ever messaged me. Okay, we have restarted. Let me see my logs. It says to reload the last save. I wonder how far back that ends up sending me. Ash Twin project, well, it completes. Okay. There's more to explore here. Interesting. Hollowed out changer. Hollowed out chamber, not changer. Capable of energy cables surface plugged into the protective casing of the planet. 8 monoliths with no mind masks. 3 are actively receiving data from the probe tracking module. Someone's on the probe tracking module. Okay. That explains why there were actually 3 statues with their eyes open. Ashton Project was designed to use energy from the supernova triggered by the Sun Station to send probe data from the orbital probe cannon 22 minutes in the past. Sun Station did not work, although the Ash Twin was theoretically sound. Nomai were unable to power it. There's more to explore there. Okay. But, yes, no, I realized what I had done. Excuse me. So I definitely should not have grabbed that, because that ends the loop. And so I could grab it, but I would need to do it perfectly from the moment I wake up. And to do that, I'm trying to think. I'm not going to be able to do it on this loop, and I don't think I have enough time to do it tonight, but that would leave a really good cliffhanger for next time I stream. Probably won't be tomorrow because I have meetings at work that go relatively late into the evening. But at least now it seems like, so I finished the game, technically, but it's not the good ending, and I definitely want to get that good ending, especially because that vessel seems left, well, unfinished. Same thing with the Quantum Moon. And then I also still do have the DLC, so I do want to go and do all that stuff. But for now, I think I might have to call it for tonight. Best ending involves kazoos? What does that mean? But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you also for all of your support as always. I will see all of y'all maybe Thursday or Friday. Friday for sure, but Thursday potentially. I wish there was a better way for me to kind of announce this. I did try to add some of the stream schedule stuff, but it expects it to be periodic or every week or so, and I don't know what my schedule is like week to week, so I can't exactly predict that. But thank you all again for experiencing this with me, and I hope next time I'm able to get that good ending. I also still need to digest a lot of the information that occurred tonight. But also, yeah. Good night. Thank you.